I'm Bruce Wayne. Why are you dressed up like Batman?
Because he is Batman, you moron.
Was.
You buy that blurry business?
Women. Nothing surprises me, Chip. Except your late mother. Who'd have thought Selena had a brain to damage? Bottom line, she tries to blackmail me. I'll drop her out a higher window. Meantime, I got better fish to fry.
Oh, that paddlefoot. He funny city dog. He think totem pole alive. He Arctic tenderfoot. That totem pole been here forever.
Butch?
One more thing to put on the sled, and we'll start for Captain Roadside.
Butch, stop watching TV a second.
Call Spinner.
Yeah? I've got a special visitor.
Spinner! Spinner!
Now, do you remember when I told you your daddy died in a POW camp? Well, this here is Captain Coons. He was in the POW camp with Daddy.
Hello, little man. Boy, I sure heard a bunch about you. See, I was a good friend of your dad's. We were in that Hanoi pit of hell together over 5 years. Hopefully, you'll never have to experience this yourself, but when two men are in a situation like me and your dad were for as long as we were, you take on certain responsibilities of the other. If it had been me who'd not made it, Major Coolidge, you'd be talking right now to my son, Jim. But the way it turned out, I'm talking to you. Butch, I got something for you. This watch I got here was first purchased by your great-grandfather during the First World War. It was bought in a little general store in Knoxville, Tennessee. Made by the first company to make wristwatches. Up till then, people just carried pocket watches. It was bought by private doughboy Orion Coolidge on the day he set sail for Paris. This was your great-grandfather's war watch, and he wore it every day he was in that war. And he'd done his duty, went home to your great-grandmother, took the watch off, put an old coffee can, and in that can it stayed till your granddad, Dane Coolidge, was called upon by his country to go overseas and fight the Germans once again. This time they called it World War II. Your great-grandfather gave this watch to your granddad for good luck. Unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's. Dane was a Marine, and he was killed, along with all the other Marines at the Battle of Wake Island. Granddad was facing death. He knew it. None of those boys had any illusions about ever leaving that island alive, so 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your granddad asked a gunner on an Air Force transport named Wanaki, man he'd never met before in his life, to deliver to his infant son, who he'd never seen in the flesh, his gold watch. 3 days later, your granddad was dead, but Wanaki kept his word. After the war was over, he paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering to your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch. This watch was on your daddy's wrist when he was shot down over Hanoi. He was captured, put in a Vietnamese prison camp. He knew that if the gooks ever saw the watch, it'd be confiscated, taken away. The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright. You'd be damned if any slope's gonna put the greasy yellow hands on his boy's birthright, so he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass. 5 long years he wore this watch, up his ass. Then he died of dysentery. He gave me the watch. I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass, 2 years. Then, after 7 years, I was sent home to my family, and give the watch to you.
Adelante!
You think they're dead?
What am I, psychic?
I'm gonna cut that kid's nose off.
Oh, Harvey, you want to get the Gatto, because if the bad guys get it, they won't need us anymore. There'll be no one to work the mine. You want to work the mine? There are two men in that jungle who are trying to steal from me. I feel like a little boy who's lost his first tooth. Put it under his pillow, waiting for the tooth fairy to come. Only two evil burglars have crept in my window and snatched it before she could get here.
Ha fatto dos.
Wait a second. Do you understand the concept of the tooth fairy? Explain it to me.
Ha fatto dos dentes, idiotas. Você perdiu um dente? Ah? Põe debaixo. Almofada. Fado.
Wait, she takes the goddamn thing, gives you a quarter. They got my tooth. I want it back. You're gonna love it, Rachel. The all night to howl.
Nice move. Beautifully done. Honey, you gotta come work for me. Upstairs.
I could get you in now. You love it. Nobody tells you when to go to bed. You eat all the ice cream you want. You get to kill. All day, all night. It's like an angel. Save yourself!
Why? Gonna go over that bitch and a rugrat. It all turns out the same anyway now. Later, I'm gonna rip that kid apart.
I'm not an angel. I'm just a man. Which means I got something you don't. It's a soul.
This is gonna really hurt.
Your war.
Make it good.
Your war is a lie. It's not about humans. It's about God.
What do you know about that, you monkey?
I don't have to, Gabriel. I know you. I know what it's like to be ignored, pushed aside. I know your anger, Gabriel. I know what it's like to lose your faith in the word. I know. Because you hate him. You hate him just a little bit. Because you're jealous. That's what this war's about. Jealousy. Jealousy that he could love something more than you. Something with a soul. Well, if you wanted to prove your side was right, Gabriel, so badly, why didn't you just ask him? Why didn't you just ask God?
Because he doesn't talk to me anymore.
I have a full boat. That's a shame, Max. You know, forgive me saying so, but could it be this is not your night?
Yeah, tell me about it.
You ever send a guy a newspaper with a dead fish in it?
You got me mixed up with something from the movies, kid. People make that mistake. It must be my classic profile.
Ira, shuffle the cards, right?
What I am.
I thought you said you were practicing this at home.
What difference does it make? We're playing a game.
Like a monkey fucking a football.
Brad, join us. Take a chair.
Pass.
What's the matter? You might enjoy yourself? It's okay. You're allowed.
I don't want to play with you, Charlie. Sorry. The rest of you fags want to play? Go ahead, have fun.
Thanks, Brett. That's...
No fraternizing, eh? Oh, well. Have it your way.
Okay, Brett's out. 5-card draw. Say aces, deuces, One-eyed jacks and suicide kings are wild.
No, Ira, that's the whole deck.
So what? It's my game, my rules.
Ira, there's no challenge in that. That's like,
Gentlemen, keep in mind, the cards you hold in your hands are nothing but dumb luck. The difference between winning and losing is being able to read your opponent. That's why I'm still here. A number of times, the only thing kept me out of a satin box was I could size up the other guy maybe half a second quicker than he could me.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're taped to a chair. You saw us coming a mile away at the plaza, didn't you?
I admit, I'm out of practice. Ira, give me 4 cards.
Oh, sorry, sir. Not fence.
No, you gave me 6.
Take Ira, for example. I trust Ira.
You do?
Now, look at this. We're playing poker. He's losing his shirt. Yet, Ira's eyes don't float. He's got a sense of fair play. And as we all know by now, Ira can't bluff his way out of a paper bag. I could tell you what his bet is going to be before he could.
Well, could you? Because I could use the help here, Charlie, you know?
Look at Avery. He's having a tough time hating me. Let me tell you, you have to have a real hate on to do what you did to me. Integrity keeps getting in Avery's way.
Now he wants us to believe he's a mind reader.
That's right.
I fold.
Ira, no one opened.
Sorry. I'll open.
That makes sense.
Fold.
That also makes sense. How about Brett? Controlled junkie. Brett can't leave anything to chance. Look at him. He wouldn't even play unless he's looking across the table at a sure thing.
I don't have to take this shit.
Have a little nourishment, and then we'll hit the action.
No, listen to me. Call it off. There's going to be an accident. Call it off.
Well, ridiculous. We always get on that pond until March. What the hell is the matter with you?
You want to kill your own son?
I'm scared, Dad.
For Christ's sake, John.
Don't be scared. Just go eat your cookies.
Don't you know who I am?
Of course I know who you are. You think I'd have you come into my son's life without checking you out? But I hired you for your abilities as a teacher, not as a fortune teller. Now, don't give me any argument.
The ice is going to break!
I want you out of here.